Hi, my name's Phil Bertham. I first got involved with Vikings and fighting in the early 80s. I joined the large Viking society in the UK, known as the Norse Film and Pageant Society. When I first got involved with Vikings, there was no system of fighting, just a set of rules. The rules being very loosely that you pull your blow and that you don't hit certain target areas. In the next 10 or 15 years, fighting in Viking reenactment underwent some major changes. The first person that I met to make these innovations was Mike Hayward, and it was through Mike Hayward and training with his organisation that I learned to develop the style that is used throughout Europe today. My first involvement with Vikings in Scandinavia was in the late 80s with Mike Hayward, and after training with him for several years beforehand, we developed a system that we then passed on to Danish fighters at Moesgaard and to Danish fighters at Roskilde, and ultimately to fighters in Sweden, the first of which was Håkan Brynjolfsson. This style was the style that has now been adapted throughout Europe in what we call the Viking game. It's a system of fighting that you can reproduce Viking warfare that looks visually interesting to the public and at the same time authentic. But above all else, its primary objective is to be safe. There is only one real system, and that is the system of safety. You cannot hit certain areas due to the vulnerability of the human body and the inability to create a realistic shot that is at the same time safe. Various fighting styles have emerged in the last decade. Vikings from Eastern Europe have become increasingly involved on the scene. Groups have emerged in Iceland and France, but throughout we have tried to keep a consistency of fighting style, a certain set of rules and a certain set of objectives. The objective of safety and realism can be matched, but it must be stressed that safety is the priority when fighting with steel weapons. It is very important that people stick to one system and they stick to a certain set of rules. The system that I teach, that the Jomsviking system, is adaptable and can be adapted to suit the needs of any show promoter or organizer at any event.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I am here with the authority of the King of Norway. All Icelanders will follow King Harald of Norway. Never!
Forskjell på det sånn i brutalitet, men det kommer seg an på hvem som skriver historien, og hvordan man oppfatter hvem som var brutale.
Hele denne helgen skal vel 200 nyvikinger fra blant
The man I seek is not here today. As usual, Raffen Roder is afraid to fight me, so he banished me from his lands. So, in respect to these great warriors and the power of the old gods, I call on the dead to rise! Thank you. The International Viking Association. Dedicated to my son, who came on campaign with me in the Joms Vikings in 1993, didn't you? And excelled himself on the field of battle. Just so they could show all his friends, anybody else who wants to know. And he was with his father, old Eric, otherwise known as Phil the Viking. And we had a great adventure and a great time. Isn't that right? We're going to have more adventures in the future. And he's going to learn to vanquish all my enemies, crush them into the ground like dust, especially those that are afraid to face me.
There's a bit of bonding here. Loads of bonding on the
We're just good friends.
You might kiss the boy. It's finished. You can go.
Is it Yoms Viking? Welcome aboard!
Now the old Viking ceremony! Now the old kick the fuck out of him! Fuck Viking ceremony! Headbutt special. We're coming, we're coming, we're coming. Oh.
It's alright. That's about the trees on fire. So, we pass this ring from one brother to the next.
Oh, one, it's a
to make our brother, Thorgrim the Black, one of this brotherhood. Pass the ring on.
Pass the ring. Don't bend over, otherwise you'll miss. I'm going to give it to Mark. Mark.
Thorgrim the Black, also known as Andrea Cavalli. Do you accept the ring and all its implications?
Yes. Do you want to think about this?
On the fire. Oh no, move that way, Kerry, move! On that fire, people! Come on! Look at that! I see doom in the flames! I see doom in the flames! Go ahead! Put him on your street! So, but all I'd like to say is it's great to see so many people here, including people who are still talking, excuse me. Anariah, Valhalla, sorry, and some of the Yoms Vikings. And, thanks to Ray. Einar and Pete Seymour, who can't be with us, Seymour, and Paul Binns, who own this land. Very, very nicely let us use it. And maybe in the future we can use it again and all the groups can cooperate.
Yeah, definitely.
But the thing is, a lot of the people in London have been disgruntled at the way the NSPS is run. Well, that isn't an issue here, but we can have our own events here, our own King Valors, our own training weekends. If Chaz or Rex or Jarlsson brings his marquee, I survive.
Rex or Yols?
But what I'd like to do is I'd like to propose a toast to our allies, Valhalla and their Jarl Torgeir.
What have been laughing at me?
Rollo, who leads Einherjar, and the Yoms Vikings, Einhar, Paul, Seymour, and may Odin continue to guard us all against evils and make us loyal friends in the future. Fantastic.
I'd like to make a speech on behalf of...
You think at first when you want to get involved in it it's all going to be roaring and like the films and you just hit people, but it's not. You learn a martial art, you learn self-discipline, you have to learn how to stand, you have to learn how to appreciate distance and coordination. But the adrenaline you get when you're on the field and you're actually fighting and you've got one of these in your hands, you know, a yard of steel, it's great, it's terrific. And the coordination, it's almost beautiful, it's almost like dancing. The way the weapons flow, you know, it's like it's nice, it's like art. I love it. What a way to die.